don't know if you remember, but the reason I'm pretty eager to repot these lemon trees is also that I grew them from seeds from a lemon we ate, of course, and then I tried to use one of the roots, the seedlings I got from the seeds, and then I got one to graft on to one of the root systems from a lemon tree I actually know gives decent lemons. The thing is, when you plant lemon seeds, you often get wild lemons, which there's really not much juice in them, and they're very yeah, not good for lemon juice, which is the main thing from lemons. You can of course use the lemon peel to make limoncello and all those nice things as well, and use the lemon peel in cooking and stuff, but you don't really get much juice from wild lemons. That's what I want to put this in a bigger pot to make it grow faster, so I can put it in the nice pot in the future, which I assembled way back when, the nice big terracotta pot. Kiki op.
Det er godt.
Det var godt. Okay. Hvor stærk far han er. Prøv at kigge.
Wow.
Okay, så bliver det ting. Det er det. So now we practice some English, Hans. I'm cutting all the branches of this rosemary because... Hans, it's okay. Shh. I'm cutting all the branches off because I'm gonna fill in a lot of new soil, so all these branches will pretty much be dead. And I'd like one trunk, so it always resembles a bonsai in my world. And then, yeah, then this is just gonna be like until here with soil, so it's gonna start over from there. So I'm not killing it now. And I also intend to use all the rosemary for something. Maybe dry it or something, so it's easier to have it by hand, so I don't always have to go out and pick it. We'll see what I do with it. Smells good, huh? Little Hans. Yeah. Now we're gonna pick up some soil, Hans. Se. Det er Jomfru Marias lille alter. Ja. Ciao. Ja, du skal se, hvad du gjorde, ikke? Det går ikke gå foran, så kan du se i tidligere. Den er ikke for din røg, hva'? Ja, det er jeg rimelig meget på køber, og jeg vil ham om. Se det, den her har været oppe, han 3 i.
Så det er man på nu.
Ja, men de der er lige præcis ikke åbenbart. Han er så Frederikke bare ikke tegnet dem op eller sådan noget.
Altså jeg har mest optaget den der.
Ja, den skal ud og se den af. Hvad jeg skal. Men er det her en bil eller hvad? Er det et eller andet sten? Nej, det er sgu da toppen, mand. I have plastered up the big holes in the wall down in the heating room, and I'm thinking of putting the white finishing plaster on those walls, because I think if I put on painting it'll just crumble off or something. I don't think it'll hold. I'm more confident that that white finishing plaster would hold it, but we'll see what I do. I still have to figure that out. As far as I understand, it's good for the more rough plaster to dry a bit more before you do it. And I cut off the last of the old steps on the wall off between the two, and also patched up those holes. I cut another channel for the electricity. The new heating source, or the new stove, will need to be connected to power, so you can check how it's doing, if you need to put on more bonfire, or if you want to turn it on without being home. It's a bit fancy, maybe a bit too fancy for a homestead, but it's really awesome that you can do pellets if you don't have any firewood, and you can do your firewood, which I have endless supplies of, giving all the forest we have. Which reminds me that the other family who lives in town, their son, he's a geometra actually, so he found me all the maps of the area, which I didn't have already. The real estate agent got us some when we bought it, but now I have the full picture, which is nice. And I have a very good friend coming here. He just spontaneously bought plane tickets yesterday, so he's coming tomorrow. And I think we will go exploring them, and I hope he can help me finish the fencing for the vegetable garden, so that's not gonna take too long time. It's gonna be awesome with a friend visit. That's one of the big things here. We miss our family and friends, so when they come we are over the moon. It's gonna be very awesome to hang out with a friend. Yeah, and I started digging some holes for the new fence around the vegetable garden. I'm gonna do a smaller patch and not overextend, and this year it's just 2-meter tall fence, and I'm gonna give the poles concrete bases, big nice poles, and then put electricity on the ground as well, so the wild hogs won't dig it up. And I'm also gonna put it a bit in the ground. That's why I drove around with the tractor and the plow. So this should be foolproof, and hopefully this will be the best vegetable garden year we've had without any disturbance. I've tried potatoes all the years and failed, because that's apparently the wild hogs in the area's favorite food. So, and I'm anxious to get it done, because the potatoes should really soon get in the ground before it gets too hot and it stops raining. And I started on the handrails on the loft, and some of you might think it's gonna look stupid with the vertical poles holding the handrails, that they'll touch the ceiling. But the reason I'm doing it is that so we can get the extra 30 centimeters, so I can put them on the edge of the overlap of the loft. If I didn't touch the roof, I'd have to go 30 centimeters in and do some holes in the planks as well. So I think this is the best solution. and I can do it with only 3 poles instead of more if I would have to go in and attach it to the beam. So I think it's a cool idea my father had, and I'm glad he suggested it, because it's going to be very strong and it's going to give us more than an extra square meters, those 30 centimeters. So that's going to be awesome. I'm very excited to do that. And a bit of a bummer is that the planks got wet during the delivery, and they were a bit moist when I put them down. So now they've dried up, and in some parts there's 3 millimeters of space between them. It's really makes it obvious that I'm not a professional, because my father even told me that you sometimes put the planks inside the room where they're gonna be. They're gonna be there for two weeks to a month before you actually lay the floor, and then you're sure they have acclimatized to the room you're putting them in. And yeah, and the rain made it even worse. So that's it. Like I've said so many times before, it's not the perfect house, and the loft is definitely gonna be another indicator of that, but still gonna be an awesome space, and it's the first time I ever do a loft. That's my great excuse. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week.